To be honest, I don't really remember what
Yeah,
we exactly did with it. I know about trying to keep it, trying to salvage it, trying to,
yeah, let shiny and come back for it at some point. But um,
no, but I know we had that discussion and wasn't
yeah,
100% sure which way. I don't know if we clarified it or finalized.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I don't think we did because I remember I was having a lot of issues last time.
Yeah. About the only thing you could do would be to have someone else fly it somewhere for you or fly it along with you. But again, it's more of a local planet hopper than a, it's not going to go any great distance. It could make it to your next destination, but if you're waiting for it, it would slow you down.
Yeah, you were talking about the long. It is a medium range type.
Yeah, it's okay within the system, if you're not in a hurry. But get between systems in the verse, it's you better have some. You better have a lot of time and at least one of your cargo bays full of food.
I just like the gun off it. I'd love to. Shadowhawk would love to scavenge the gun on it, and whether we put it on our Land Rover or on the ship itself.
Oh yeah,
a bright shiny toy.
Yeah, we could probably get some good parts and stuff for the server base off of it.
Probably, yeah. I mean, if you just wanted to sit down somewhere and give it a quick scavenge, your client's mission here was not as stellar a success as they would have liked due to the arrival of some unfortunate individuals who are, for some reason, trying to stop you. The map is just a thing. A whole bunch of free traders here. I guess it would also be possible to upgrade it. That is the Sparrowhawk.
But we don't have that many pilots, I don't think, to really get.
I'm pretty sure the captain can fly, at least a little bit.
I can fly decently. I'm better in a shuttle than I am a ship.
Yeah, and if you're not, as long as you're not being chased by someone.
I mean, my rating in pilot is 7.
Yeah, that's more than adequate. As long as you're not being being chased by reavers through an atmosphere.
I'm not pulling any what was it, Dirty Ivans?
Crazy Ivans.
Crazy Ivans, yeah. I'm not doing anything like that. But
there are Dirty Ivans in the verse, but that's a very different thing.
But the Shadowhawk, you're an expert.
Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's like I said, it's a good solid little boat. It's a Sparrowhawk class. I'll show you the overall look of things just to kind of refresh your favorite memories.
So this thing is basically just a small rock hopper.
Yeah.
So either there's a bigger ship around that it came from, or it came from local.
Right. And I mean there are boats that could use this as almost like a skiff. It could also come from a space station. There are a lot of orbital facilities that use boats like this to go from station to planet side and back with cargo, heavier cargo, that kind of thing. A skiff or a shuttle wouldn't be able to handle. This one, I don't think you really had a chance to go through much of the cargo yet at all. I mean, you get, but it's.
No, we had other priorities.
Yeah.
I do like the look of it. It's nice and sleek.
Oh, it is. It's like I said, it's a pretty boat. Like I said, a little bit smaller.
Yep.
And
too small.
If it were a little bit smaller to fit in your bay, it'd be awesome. But alas. And
does it have any countermeasures on board?
You'd have to go in and kind of look around, because countermeasures are pretty illegal by the Alliance. So most ships, if they have any, tend to keep them disguised or under wraps. If it has any, they kind of like a lot of smugglers use some variation of the crybaby or something like that. Those are highly illegal. So that, if you have them on board, you usually disguise them as something else till you break them out to use them.
I was thinking something to help protect us from an EMP blast or something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to take some time to sort of really go over the ship.
Well, that's me, Charlie, talking. Our resident scavenger there, Aiden.
Well, that's true.
I would rely on his expertise personally.
Yeah, I definitely would want to check out what the ship's capable of shielding.
Being a scavenger too, you might have a little bit more insight into this. Hang on, let me call up something real quick here. All right, Aiden, why don't you give me a yeah, give me a mechanics engine roll, please.
Okay, and I don't think fast factor would come into play.
No, unfortunately not. Yeah, I was looking at your sheet to see if there's anything else that might come in. I don't think. I mean, and you're not dealing with salvage as a mercenary, so it's more. This is more just a sort of it's more of a memory related thing. But I figure because of your mechanical knowledge.
Okay. So. That will be full successes.
Okay. You've definitely seen boats like this before, and apart from all the other stuff that I mentioned, how they're generally used, there are two areas where they really excel. One is that they can store a lot of fuel for their size. Like if you look at the deck plans. These two big dark areas to either side of sort of the front of it. All that is fuel storage. These things are really good at holding a lot of fuel, which makes it possible for these to actually travel between the systems even at a slow rate. The other thing is that these are heavily shielded, so that they're hard to get a good scan from the outside. They were once used. They were originally designed to be used by terraformers, or more accurately, helioformers, so that they would be able to move these things in closer to a sun or protostar to sort of perform maintenance on various systems. So they're the whole front section is heavily shielded. As far as any countermeasures, that's always different because again, that tends to be illegal. There's not much space for them though. Again, they're really sort of bare bones, great for cargo. They can travel long distances even if it's slow. And smugglers do like them because it's really hard to get any kind of reading, sensor readings on them. But as far as any other tricks they might have, you're not really sure. The turret's kind of new. The turret looks like it's replaced where there was a in the original models anyway. There was an articulated armature that they would use for making repairs, moving parts in space, that kind of thing. So it had like a kind of like a grappling arm that with very sort of finely attenuated fine motor control in the end they could work with.
Kind of like on the space shuttle.
Kind of certainly a lot more complex than that. But obviously these people have replaced that with a turret. But they were also intended to be modular. So I mean the turret could certainly come out easily enough. Now putting it in yours would be the tricky part. That's it's not as simple as just like cutting a hole. See, this was sort of designed to be modular, so it wouldn't be quite the same as just like cutting the right size hole in your ship and sticking it in. You'd have to almost make a socket for it almost. It's not impossible, though. Again, based on your own personal.
Yeah, between me and Chris, we could probably do.
Oh yeah, you think it's doable. But it would definitely it would probably take you a good month of work with the right facility and tools, that kind of thing.
Okay, so I would relay all this to the captain.
Now that being said, in the meantime, if you took the turret off, you could get it into that would fit in your storage bay. If until you were ready to do that.
Put it on our mule.
And there's probably some other features like console holes and.
Better yet, we'll put it on the back of my hover bike.
I'd love to see that. And that'd be badass.
It's as big as the bike.
While kind of looking up at what else on the ship, I definitely would also be looking for some kind of manifest as for like the cargo.
The only manifest you find is it's all print on a clipboard, handwritten, and give me a con roll. You're not trying to con someone per se, but it has to do with that. So if you give me a
So,
I'll tell you what. Just give me a con roll.
So one success.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the manifest, and I don't know. It just looks a little too neat. It's too well done. It's almost like the kind of manifest like. This isn't the real manifest. This is the manifest you show if the Alliance shows up. They want to see what you have on board. You give them this. You don't show them the real one. This is the fake manifest, the one that you show to the government. But you don't see any others.
Yeah. So I would be like, all of this to the captain, and hey, we could remove that, put it on the server base or somewhere else at some point. There's a couple councils in there that might make some good replacement for us. Found a manifest that's too tidy. So not quite sure what they were packing, but I don't think it's Red Zebra on this manifest. So we might want to look a bit closer at the cargo.
Yeah, let's strip that thing down for as many parts as we can use, and then let's.
I would recommend we leave it functional.
Why?
Oh, higher price for selling it off.
Oh, if we want to sell. Okay.
and you kind of take stuff that's not needed for it to fly
Right.
and the survey, of course.
Well, we can copy the computer databases because they may have some updated star charts or something, or
Yes, definitely.
or maps on
that part's pretty easy.
Or a log of where they shipped out from.
Yeah.
They may have that, but again, because they are, clearly these people are sketchy. They they may have, sort of taken precautions. They don't really know is to sort of dig in and find out.
It would take us probably several hours at least to strip what we can. And
For sure. Yeah.
so perhaps we should plan on kind of staying the night and then taking off in the morning.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in the meantime, me and Shadowhawk can go through the cargo while you and Grizz work on the stripping it down.
Good.
We could look for
Mr. Carmichael. Mr. Carmichael does want to have a word with you, though, Captain.
Sure.
I asked merely for information.
Yeah, let's slip into my quarters here.
Okay. So he'll go with you. And he says, well, I would like to start by apologizing for our reaction to your crew member. I suppose there was some, let's just say we weren't expecting it, and it was a bit of a shock. So I'm sure he's a fine man. I've talked to Lieutenant Hall and Dr. Ross, and they've agreed to put their personal feelings aside for the greater good. So I hope you can offer our apologies. I think it might be better coming from you. That being said, I understand there's some things to do here. I couldn't help but overhear. I would still like to get on with our mission, if that's still feasible to you.
There's nothing preventing us.
Good.
Reason we took on the people who were trying to sabotage you, so we'll, as recompense, we're stripping down their ship for parts. We'll probably sell them the vast majority of it later, and then we'll move on.
That's more than fair. Nakula is our next stop. I am concerned, however, that these individuals certainly were. They could not have been acting on their own. I mean, there was nothing of any real. They're not pirates. There's nothing of any real value there for them. This is only academic value. I can't understand why. I suppose there is money to be found in academia related to it, but these didn't seem the type. If you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
I can't help but think there's a greater force at work. He kind of, even though there's no, he kind of lowers his voice and leans in. I think the Alliance is trying to stop us. Dr. Ross has received a great deal of resistance to his ideas, and I think it's it's become quite evident that they don't want these discoveries coming to light, particularly in the wake of the signal. The Parliament is already rather shaken by all that and has suffered setbacks, but this could be the final nail in the coffin for the current administration. And I think they would do anything to stop it. I suppose what I'm trying to get at is, are you sure that none of your crew would have any sort of sympathy with the Alliance in this?
Positive.
He kind of leans, as you say it almost instantly, he kind of leans back and says, you're sure then? Well, of course you are. You know your men.
Yes. Well, here's let me point something out to you. We have, the Aiden who you encountered. If he was part of the Alliance, they would have dissected him by now. So clearly he has no love for them. Shadowhawk, I don't know if you noticed, not exactly Alliance material. And so far as that, if they were to ever give him any sort of command, he'd probably shoot whoever gave him the command. And then you have myself. I clearly don't have any interest in politics one way or the other. So, then you have our pilot, who is clearly on the run. I don't know what from, and I don't really care. And then we have our mechanic, who just wants to be left alone.
With a good bottle of bourbon.
Yeah. With a bottle.
As long as the Alliance doesn't offer him his own brewery, and he's probably not going to be tempted. All right. Well, that does ease my mind. I'm yes. I appreciate you hearing me out, and sometime I assume we'll leave sometime tomorrow then.
Yeah. It's gonna take us a little while to chop this smaller ship, the Sparrowhawk ship apart, but
I need Dr. Ross to talk to Dr. Ross to plan the next step. But Mr. Hall is free if you should need any extra hands. I'm sure I can. I'm sure I won't need his protection on board. So if you need it for any physical labor or such, I will put him at your disposal if you wish.
We should be fine, but thank you. We'll keep that in mind if we need it.
Well, good day. And he excuses himself. So who is going to the Will-O-Wisp to do the dismantling? I assume Aiden, since that's like literally his
I figured me and Chris would be given the stripping, and then whoever wants could handle the cargo.
Yeah, the only thing you'll need is you'll need the skiff to remove the turret. Turret's heavy. It's a big chunk of metal. You're not going to be lifting that up by hand. So basically, you'll be using the skiff to sort of just hover over it. Hook up some cables. Basically just muscle it out to lower it onto to carry it over to the Cerberus. Probably really too big for the mule. Just mass wise, it's pretty heavy.
We would take whatever we need to accomplish the jobs.
Sure. Hang on here. And if I were showing you kind of a this kind of a better a better view of what the looks like.
Boy, that turret would look real nice right on that back flat.
It would for sure. Yeah.
That'd be one mean mother.
But yeah. So that's basically.
Yeah, and we could always get something smaller for the bike.
Huh?
Oh,
You mean a weapon companion?
yeah, to attach to the hover bike.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the hover bike needs it.
Yeah, I think this might be too big of mass for that.
It's too big for the mule, let alone something that needs minimal weight to just move.
Shadowhawk would say, next time we dock in a proper place, definitely got to look up some grenade launchers for the mule and the hover bike. Those 20 mics, they fit on there nice, electro charge. Boom, boom.
Sure. Yeah. We'll think about it.
We'll bring the thunder.
Although, again, grenade launcher in this is really pretty useful. Maybe it is worth it.
Okay. And now, Captain, did you say you were going to go through the cargo as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Basically, everything. Okay. So, who is staying aboard the Cerberus then? Obviously, probably Gil is.
Yeah, I think it's. What's Shadowhawk up to?
Shadowhawk's trying to make up his mind. He doesn't know how much he trusts these jamokes yet. And he's not wanting his bedroom to take a run. As far as that, but and we got Gil off there, but yeah.
Yeah, it might be good to have more than just Gil stay on the Cerberus, although I don't think anything personally. But I think we will be cautious with strangers aboard the Cerberus.
I think Shadowhawk would want to stay behind because he just does not trust Hall.
Didn't we land the Cerberus pretty or next to the Sparrow?
Yeah, you're not far. I mean, you're not like right next to it, but you're a few yards away.
Yeah. So it's not like if there's an emergency, we can't just run back.
Right. Okay. So, while Shadowhawk is deciding, Aiden and Grizz, you guys, Grizz will be on the top. Basically, he'll be inside and then up on the top, detaching the turret. While Aiden, you'll be flying the. Do you have any skill flying a skiff?
I believe Shadow.
Hang on, let me check. Yeah, you're a pilot, so yeah. So okay. So you'll be piloting the skiff, kind of hovering to. In this case, because you have an average of 4, you can just take the average. So it's not like do anything too fancy, and it's not like it's highly explosive or something.
Yeah. And then I'd also be working on getting bits and pieces from inside, in between bits and.
Okay. So, the first part is the turret, which again you'll have to kind of hover over while Grizz hooks it up. You'll be lifting it out and then lowering it into your upper landing bay. But so that alone is going to give you guys at least an hour. That's the bigger project. Scavenging stuff won't take too long. Meanwhile, Corbin, you head over there. The cargo bay doors are open still, and as you go in, there's still the remains of the of the former crew scattered in the port cargo bay.
Should dump those bodies.
If you decide to sell it, it'd be a good selling point to not have, dead bodies.
Yeah. That's a problem for future Corbin.
Right.
You never know. It may show that you got scavengers' rights because the previous owners are deceased.
I swear I showed up and they were like this already.
That's just how they were. So did you decide if you're going or not?
Yeah, Shadowhawk could go with him. He's not really comfortable with it, but he still wants to make sure that if there's something awry over there that's hiding to jump out, he has his crewmates back.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So you're gonna look through this first bay.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the large crates, actually about half the large crates are empty. Apart from now, a dead body with several large holes in it. Other ones have foodstuffs, nothing fancy, just the basic protein rations and things like that. Pretty much what you get, what most boats would get for just subsistence food, nothing fancy. Some water containers, but you can give me a. Let's see what you got.
Shadowhawk would like to be, while this is going on, kind of looking around for, at the same time, for possible smuggler holds.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I assume both of you guys are doing anyway. So if you want to give me perception rolls.
All right, perception.
Okay, I missed that, but busy getting the back room.
Well, right now they're just doing their searching. You're
Okay, yeah. But for them, I give me perception rolls.
Yeah, nothing for you.
Okay. Because I should have to be rapid pizza anytime now.
Okay.
I got two.
Okay. And Shadowhawk?
I'm trying to get this roller to work. Oh, the heck with it. I'll roll on this one. Regular dice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold things up.
That's fine.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really find anything illicit in or hidden in this section.
All right.
You banged on some panels, where you guys would hide something. Not much. It seems to be these cargo bays seem pretty bare bones as far as not a lot of open areas where you can hide stuff. There's a little bit of space at the back wall, but you're not finding anything.
Okay.
If I don't find anything there, move on to the next one.
Okay. So you cross over the next square through the hall into the other one.
Yeah.
Again, you see similar kinds of crates and so forth. The side there's some spare parts. One thing you do notice is that the boxes that have some of these spare parts. First of all, the parts they have in them are pretty mundane. Like these are parts you could literally almost pick up anywhere. And the other thing you notice is that, judging by the sort of layer of dust on some of these containers, they've been sitting in this cargo bay for a while, like just having not moved. Kind of much like the manifest, you suspect at least some of these are just to make it look good if they're boarded, or that kind of thing. You guys knowing it simply because you're sort of in the business. But again, I will have you both give me perception rolls.
All right. Three. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. In one of the crates that you open up, first you find some parts in it, and then you kind of like then you kind of like step back and you look and you realize that the parts don't go all the way to the bottom. So you take a few out, you find a false bottom in one of the crates, Shadowhawk, and inside you find a whole bunch of these smaller, this sort of like almost like cigar box size, and in each one it's lined with these tubes. Each one is about 3 inches long by maybe half an inch diameter, with a kind of a bright yellow liquid in it. I'll have you both. I guess both just give me a straight up intelligence. Actually, did you get Streetwise, Corbin?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, give me a Streetwise roll first.
Right. I got Streetwise and Larceny and Medicine. So.
Oh, great. Actually, give me a medicine roll.
I only got 2.
Okay. Well, 2 is pretty good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Successes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Corbin, you recognize it once, especially once Shadowhawk says it. You recognize this as sunburn. Sunburn is an illegal drug. It's a strong hallucinogen and highly addictive.
Huh. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's called sunburn. You at a guess, looking at this is about 300 pounds of it here.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot of these little boxes.
We got enough here to refuel and get new new guns.
This is worth quite a bit. It's like I said, it's also really illegal, and like I said, it's highly addictive and has a fairly high mortality rate. Makes kind of heroin look like rock candy. But because of the nature of the hallucinations and the extreme high it provides, and it's just the overall experience. It's really popular, especially on the rim, and it's worth a lot. but there's drawbacks to that.
Shadowhawk, as much as I am a fan of making more money, I'm not really a fan of selling drugs.
Well, we don't necessarily say we have to sell them. maybe we can barter.
You can rationalize it any way you want. It's still not a thing I prefer to do. That being said, I'm not saying I won't. I'm just saying if we can avoid it, the better.
Well, why don't we get... Here's an idea. We can make this really go real far. We get a whole bunch of high quality Venetian rolled cigars, and we'll paint them with this and sell them just to nobody but the Alliance.
As tempting as that is, no, I'm not. Because you know what's going to happen is there's going to be some fucking stupid kid who's going to get into his parents' cigar box to prove how cool he is to his friends or whatever and smoke that, and they're going to OD. Last thing I need is some kid ODing on something that we sold them, which would be the exact reason why I don't get into selling drugs.
You make a point, Captain, but there's still Alliance pukes. Oh.
Doesn't mean we punish their children.
And with when you put the point across like that, Shadowhawk will have a flashback of some of his family members and some of the tribal youngsters that are playing, and then he'll start smashing those vials.
Okay. All right. So
Now, a question I have is knowing of this is how common would be like the makeup of would we know how to reduce or the better?
Reproduce sunburn, you mean?
Yeah, like the hallucinogenic effects. It's kind of what I'm thinking.
There's a lot of things that can trigger hallucinations, but this stuff is like I said, this is like this is brain damaging kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of wondering how much we actually know about it.
Shadowhawk knows quite a bit. I mean, this stuff, like I said, it's highly addictive. It causes intense dysphoria combined with strong, largely positive hallucinations. But the problem is that it tends to linger in the brain and builds up over time. So, and because of its addictive nature, the more you take, the more you want, etc. And the mortality rate is extremely high with this stuff.
And then I'm also thinking that Shadowhawk being a doctor, he might want to keep something to work on, like an antidote.
Well, at this point,
that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, unfortunately, you have no idea what's this is going on because you're busy.
Yeah. And that's why I said I had that kind of question, not dating.
I got you. Okay. So, but
I definitely would be kind of interested in some of it too.
Well, I'm not sure at this point. It sounds like Shadowhawk is going to leave it, right?
Yeah.
So, unless Corbin stops him.
Corbin's going
Corbin initiated the.
It doesn't sound like Corbin is inclined to either, but that's of course up to him.
No, and that's what I'm saying because.
So Corbin, basically, what happens is, after a moment of this, you guys are sort of silent. You're kind of like startled as he just takes the butt of his rifle and he goes smash into the boxes, starts just breaking them.
Well,
Do you interfere?
no, I let him go to town.
Okay. So, these boxes are fragile, and of course the glass, vials inside are fragile. So, after a couple of minutes of just smashing with this look on his disgust on his face, it's pretty much just suddenly all this broken glass and plastic and this yellow, this bright yellow liquid just filling the bottom of it. It's yeah. I mean, you get enough to OD a small overdose a small moon with what's in here, but it begins leaking out of the. These are only wooden crates, so it begins old-fashioned wooden crates. So it begins kind of leaking out onto the deck, and yeah.
Is that going to expose us?
You realize it has to be ingested.
Okay. I didn't know if it was inhalable or not.
No. That'd be funny though.
Damn, I should have saved some to make it airborne and then put it into the terraforming tools there on the filters. Get those Alliance scums.
Oh boy. So didn't expect that.
But no, there's no other. That's the only thing of any real interest you find in that cargo. Clearly, and you're not sure how long they've had it. But you also realize that it would take. It's hard to run this stuff. I mean, obviously, even you as a someone who's not above a little illegal activity. Much the same way that the sea is not above the sky. A lot of even really bad guys tend to shy away from this stuff. You have to be a special kind of looking at the Fireflies. Someone like Niska would definitely be in this.
Yeah.
But most people that that Malum gang would hang out with would not be.
Right.
So there's bad and then there's really bad.
Right. There's some line that should not be crossed, but they still are crossed sometimes.
Oh sure. Yeah. Someone like Niska would have no problem with this kind of stuff. But in any case, it's moot because Shadowhawk is effectively destroyed. So you don't think it's that unusual that it's still here. They were probably looking for the right buyer, someone who was scumbag enough to buy it, but not too much of a scumbag that they wouldn't cheat him or just kill him and take it. That kind of thing. So all that searching, everything probably took you about the same amount of time it took to get the turret off. All this time, by the way, you've sort of heard the sort of clunking and grinding on the top as they were doing their work, so Aiden, finally, you guys get the turret stowed off to the side in the cargo bay, or the upper. It's actually the upper shuttle bay. You and Grizz managed to get a big tarp to kind of throw over it, so it's not quite as obvious. At a glance, anyway. But you're ready to sort of go inside now and kind of look around for anything else. It's a pretty small boat. A lot of the parts you find would probably be more, more generic kind, such as things like fuses and couplings and things like that. But
and that would be some of the kind of spare parts we would want.
Sure. And like I told these guys, they actually have a few crates of spare parts. Some of them for their own boat. So there's a couple crates of parts that you won't actually even have to take out. But most of the stuff that you find here, unless you're gonna strip the engine itself, are things that you could pick up almost anywhere.
Yeah.
The one thing that the Versa is pretty good about is making certain parts pretty standard.
I would also want to check through any other
At least not military.
content, Cortex records,
Sure.
Council records, especially on shielding and maps, anything that might be newer than what we already have,
Sure.
or information we don't have.
Yeah. All right. How about do you have any computer skill?
Nothing special.
Okay. All right. So in that case, just give me a.
Than my mechanics.
No, that's not what I'm looking for. But no, we're just running the Cortex. Just give me a straight up intelligence check then.
Okay, so 3. So 1 success.
Okay. You're going through the data, and I mean you see streams of their their navigational changes. You notice there's a lot missing though. It looks like there's a lot of gaps. So it looks like they've regularly sort of gone through and deleted certain things. And you notice that there's this whole there's big holes in their communication log.
Okay, I think I would go on the comm links and relay that to the captains and say we might want someone who's a bit more skilled with the Cortex to look this over.
Well, that certainly isn't me. Maybe Gil? Get hold of Gil. I think he has some computer.
Gil is actually pretty good. He knows his computers. Okay. So you see Gil is he's up on the bridges usually as he's got his feet up. He has a book open, and he's saying, we Monsieur, what? When you come in. Oh, sorry, Captain. He puts the book down on his remedial French book.
This is interesting to walk in on, but
trying to teach himself French. As he puts the book down. Sorry. Yeah. How's everything going?
That's certainly going. Do you think you could possibly give Aiden a hand? He's trying to get some information off of the navigation drives on that bird over there.
He says, leave the boat? Yeah.
You gotta leave the boat sometimes. That's a thing.
I guess I could do that. Sure.
Yeah.
He kind of takes the book and kind of holds it against him for a moment, and you see he tucks it underneath the control panel. You see there's actually like a little bookshelf down there that he's sort of cobbled together from a little storage container, and you see all these books sort of lined up in there, and he kind of stands up and kind of brushes himself off. And, will I need a gun? You think? I mean,
would you feel safer with a gun?
No. I'm fine.
Okay. You do realize we're in the middle of basically nowhere, and that the other boat you're going to is only a few yards away from this one, right?
Sure. So I don't need to bring anything.
Yeah, you're good. If you if something bad goes down, just scream and we'll hear you.
What bad? What could go bad? I mean,
Nothing can go bad. Just please go over there and check your computers.
Okay. Sure. I can do. Yeah. Sure. And he kind of looks back longingly at his seat and turns and he goes walks down the gangway up to the toward the cargo bay.
There's some moment where Corbin just kind of shakes his head and goes, "How did I get here?"
And I imagine by the time he gets to the agent says that, "You son of a derpy! Give me my answers!"
He's like, Aiden, not interrupting anything, am I?
Aiden would look up and say, "Hey, well, I was hoping to get information we didn't have from the Cortex and
Sure.
blocks, and I've noticed some strange gaps, but
Yeah.
stupid thing doesn't want to respond to me."
He kind of flinches, but he comes over and says, "Oh well, I mean, yeah, okay." And he kind of can I manifest to sit down here?
Aiden would just kind of stand up, stretch, motion.
So he kind of sits down.
You can get.
Yeah, okay. And he sits down, and he sits there for a moment without moving. Then he kind of jiggles the seat a bit, and it's like. And he kind of looks at the arms of the chairs and kind of tries and kind of feels like he looks rather uncomfortable sitting there. It's like, okay. And he kind of leans forward and says, "Well, you can start by the cortex and the computer core of the ship are two entirely different things, right?"
Aiden nod very slowly. Like he knows the separate, but he always thought there was some connection.
Well, yeah, I mean they're connected, but they communicate selectively, and on a ship like on a boat like this, they probably limit that as much as possible. So. I know in ours I just have a kill switch so that our data don't go out if we don't want it to. And I'm willing to bet these people are the same kind of thing.
And Aiden would be just kind of like, so like the intake back out on the fuel for the engine. Okay.
He kind of narrows his eyes to see if you're messing with him. And he's like, yeah, kind of. He opens up a panel and says, yeah. See right here, they have a kill switch. It's they made it look like never mind. He pulls a couple of wires and he takes a knife, just cuts a wire like it's a he's cutting a fish free of a line, and he splices a couple things together, closes it back up. Yeah, okay, hang on, and he starts going to work.
And they definitely would be paying attention to everything he's doing. Just trying to pick up on what he can.
Okay.
Just in case later on he needs to do something similar.
Sure. Okay. There we go. 5. Okay. So he's looking through. He's like, oh yeah, these Yeah, they don't want people knowing what they've been doing for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of gaps here. Ooh, look at that. That's just sloppy work. He looks over his shoulder. That's just lazy, you know. I mean, don't they know that you can't just. So he starts typing things. You just basically see a wall of like symbols start scrolling across the screen as he's kind of like scrolling down looking at code and it's just all it might as well be Greek. As you're just kind of watching this scroll by and his face is kind of scanning it, looking at looking at what's written there. It says he kind of keeps glancing over his shoulder. Are you watching him? He's like, this is going to take a little bit of time for me to kind of pick through all this and find out what they deleted. I may not be able to get it all, but I might be able to get something. So, could you do me a favor?
Hey, yeah, I think you got past the part I can understand.
Yeah. Back on the Cerberus. You know my chair on the bridge.
Yeah.
Is that pillow I have at the back?
Yeah.
Could you bring over, please?
Sure. Go on,
and maybe a drink. Nothing alcoholic though. I gotta keep my head.
Yeah, I think I can mount up some tea.
Gil just found his gopher.
And he go grab it. And
Okay. So he immediately turns around and goes back to his computer work. So what are Corbin and Shadow going to be doing? You see them moving through the ship and doing this thing. Well, actually, Corbin, you were back on the Cerberus, so I don't know if you can come up with the Whippoorwill, or Will-O-Wisp, rather. Will-O-Wisp. I've listened to Lovecraft lately. Although Whippoorwill will be another cool name for sure. Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
Honestly, I feel like Corbin already inspected the cargo, didn't really find anything interesting. So maybe just like spend a little bit of time and move those bodies out.
Okay.
Like go back over and just like drag the bodies out and kind of dump them just like ground.
Some shallow unmarked graves.
Not even, just like literally just take them to the end of the ramp and boot them. Call it done.
With hasty reverence. Got it.
Shadowhawk would assist with that, and
Okay.
and he would someplace on the bodies that hasn't been torn up too bad from the gunshots.
Okay.
He'd place an alliance symbol carved on into the skin with his knife, his survival knife,
Okay.
to make it look like the alliance did it.
Okay. I'm not sure this is the Alliance MO, but that's fine.
Well, it may be someone that's a little rogue from the alliance. That's a type of aspect that he's
Sure. Yeah, and then Shadow said that makes sense. So
and that way push possible suspicion away from us.
right. Yeah. I mean, no problem. So that takes you guys maybe half an hour to get them out. Kind of clean the decks a bit, splash a bucket of water, and smooth it around with a mop, just to kind of smear it out a bit.
That might just like throw a bucket and kind of rub our feet across it. Call that done.
Nice.
Good enough.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Shadowhawk's bladder being empty, he'd be like, damn, I shouldn't have emptied that earlier. I could have really gave them some justice.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
But
We
Out of game, have you guys seen the movie The Trouble with Harry? So old Hitchcock.
no.
a while
you gotta-
back.
If you get a chance, you should see it. It's brilliant. That's where that line with hasty reverence came from. They find a dead body and they keep like burying it and digging it up. It's pretty hysterical. Anyway,
So, going through basically all of the ship at this point, we found no evidence that they're actually Alliance, correct?
no, nothing like that. Yeah, I mean, you don't know if they work for them, but they're definitely
Right.
not that.
Okay.
These are. I mean, even just looking at them physically, they don't meet like standard alliance requirements in many ways. They have to be like deep undercover, and if they were that good, you guys wouldn't have been able to take them out that easily.
Right.
Not that it was super easy, but you've fought guys before, and these guys weren't like. They certainly weren't the cream of the crop.
Right.
They weren't operatives.
No, I should know. I used to be one.
That's right. Right. Slightly used, but they, if they work for the Alliance at all, they would have to be,
Probably through several back channels.
some sort of contractors. Which is certainly something they would do. I mean, you were also that.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact,
Quite a bit.
these guys were a lot like you. Maybe not. Although you're not quite as bad at them, since you would never be carrying or selling sunburn.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully you'll know more once Gilgit's done. Kind of trying to extract some of the deleted data from the Will-O-Wisps log and navigational computer. As you said, though, that's probably going to take an hour or more just going through that. Aiden brings his drink and his pillow, and he feels a little bit better having his seat pillow.
His security blanket, that pillow.
Yeah. Also a little bit of comfort, just physical. But that's about the only thing you hear on the Will-O-Wisp now, just this kind of the ticking of hands moving rapidly over a keyboard as he's in there. And the occasional, good. As he continues to do that.
Did we, with
Yep.
moving the bodies and such, did we find any like multi-pass card, ident cards?
Multi-pass? No.
Multi-pass.
Well, I'm trying to give the semblance of what would be kind of noticing.
No, I mean, the only ID that you found on board at all was with the manifest.
Okay.
And that only mentioned Captain Wilkins, which you have no idea if any of these guys were him or not.
Type his name in Google, see what comes up.
Sure, you can certainly do that if you.
Nah.
Or the Cortex equivalent of Google these days.
But it's not a prestigious name on the underside of society where it would stick on out.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're talking people who are trying to fly under the radar, they're not going to have a big Cortex presence. Like they're not going to start an online business selling, meat or anything.
But they might. Hey, don't disrespect the Grisburger. We're still in litigation.
I'm not allowed to talk about that. Is it
a gag order.
An ongoing court case?
Yeah, but no. What Shadowhawk was wondering, not so much up on the cortex and like that, like you're referencing, but you know, on the underside of, or the underbelly of society, reputations and names are tagged with each other and do travel across. If that name was something that would ring a bell of such nature or not, that's what I was getting at.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, you could certainly, dig around if you wanted to. Do you have any computer use?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to do it on the Cerberus because
that would be no problem. For whenever we go back to the service, that would be one of the tasks that he'd want to do.
Well, you can do that now. Like I said, the only one who really needs to be on the will-o-wisp at the moment is Gil, because he's the one doing the thing. And I'm just until Darren gets back, I'm leaving Aiden with him. It's just kind of just because. Yeah, and also back up. I think you wouldn't want to leave him just by himself.
Right. Would my larceny or streetwise?
It might, but let's start with we'll start with the computer first, because that's just sort of trying to get sort of access to the information, and then the other would help you to navigate it.
Damn, only one success.
Okay.
At least it's not a life or death roll.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to give me a streetwise.
All right.
Actually, what was the other one you had? You had
larceny.
Larceny.
One on streetwise.
Yeah. Let's do streetwise. That kind of makes more sense.
One on computer and one on streetwise.
Okay. So now, what were you looking for specifically?
Basically, trying to find out if Captain Wilkins had a reputation on the underbelly of society. You actually do come across Captain Wilkins.
And as it turns out, you find it because it is associated with a free trader called will-o-wisp. But what you do find is that he turned up dead about a year and a half ago.
Okay. Captain Wilkins playing dead.
Well, either he's playing dead or he was killed and someone took his boat. Either, unless you want to try and try to identify the body.
Well, we don't have the body or anything.
Well, unless he was
those single successes, I think, would be really rough, bare, if any, info.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like you can certainly continue to dig and try other angles, but at this point, really all you know is that this free trader was licensed to him, and that he's been unofficially dead for a year and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Shadowhawk would putting together that he was a drug runner, a fairly major drug runner. Not that he has direct connection to him, but since he's the captain of the ship, the owner of the ship, he might start thinking that maybe he played his death to get away from some debts or mean individuals that would be looking to make that death real, is what Shadowhawk might be thinking as a possibility.
I can either confirm or deny that.
Yes. But you know, with those roles, I wouldn't, you know,
Oh, sure.
come find out that he's dead. But there again, Shadowhawk reflecting upon the sunburn and thinking about how the underbelly can work, and maybe he stiffs somebody as a possibility. He's not just going to take it totally at face value that he's dead. He'll entertain it, but he's also going to entertain maybe something went south and he's played off his death to try to escape real death. So until something changes his mind, he'll always have that quandary in his head.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, you do get a call from Gil and Captain. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, they this is after maybe an hour and a half of digging. It's like I tried to do some more, but I went back like a week or so. Just to see how well I could do here. I'm looking at the communication here from it's kind of broken up. I'm missing some of it. It's from someone named Ms. Harmony Lyle. Does that name ring a bell?
Does it ring a bell?
No, not that you know of. She's apparently some kind of some muckety muck at Blue Sun.
Boy.
Got a transfer here of 20,000 credits, and there's coordinates on this moon for the tunnel there that our passengers went into. Like I said, it's pretty choppy, and honestly, they did a shit job of erasing it. I think it has more to do with the state of their computer, which, quite frankly, is embarrassing. And they haven't they haven't done any maintenance in who knows how long. I mean, I don't even know how this computer was able to get this boat off the ground. But yeah, I can do a little more digging if you like, but it'll take a bit more time. I think you'll get more, but
Okay, I'm back.
okay.
Just had to have a smoking bio break.
That's interesting. Well, we know Blue Sun's involved now. That's been great.
Yeah, Aiden. Gil was able to dig out a fragment of a communication from a Ms. Harmony Lyle, who works for Blue Sun, who transferred 20,000 credits to at least someone on this crew, or the crew of the Will-O-Wisp, I should say. And there were coordinates to the site that was blown up. So clearly, that they were the person that at least brokered the deal works for Blue Sun.
So we know Blue Sun doesn't want this stuff about to lie.
Right.
Or whatever it is, yeah.
And we have previous encounters and problems with them.
Well, I mean, let's face it. You guys are well aware that Blue Sun is almost as powerful as the Alliance government in many ways. Certainly, they have a great deal of influence with them, and they have more of a symbiotic relationship at this point. But And again, especially since the signal, the corporation has really solidified its control over the river, particularly obviously the Blue Sun system, as the name would imply. But yeah, like I said, he says he could dig more. It might take another few hours. But he'd be going back much further. But this seems to be the communication that at least got them here.
So, Aiden would just be kind of pondering it. Kind of looked at the captain. Well, what do you think?
Well, I think the Blue Sun is clearly involved in that. We should ask our employers about